Teaching is a natural thing. Holding it or just complain. Good morning.
Hello.
I'm bitching.
Welcome to our show. I don't care what you think and I'm bitching. My name is Bianca.
And I'm Curtis. Welcome again.
And welcome again.
This is crazy. All right. We're still having camera problems. I got a lot of shade on my face. Look like I haven't shaved for a couple of days. But we're trying to get it together. So don't worry about it. We make this simple and quick and painless.
No.
All right. Today we're going to talk about the relationship between babies, new babies, and dying.
And dying. Yeah.
Or death in the family. So you want to start off? Well, my brother recently died. My younger brother recently died.
Yeah, and my sister died 6 years ago, my little sister.
Now, we're not talking about the actual people who died. We're talking about the response that you get from families and friends when
overwhelming.
You
get overwhelmed with attention, but it shouldn't last longer than a month. Then you have to be A-okay and get on with your life, right? Don't you recognize that?
No, it's almost the reason why we mix the babies into this is because it's the same thing with the babies. You know, you imagine how it is. You go to the hospital, you have the baby, everybody shows up, and the first thing they say, anytime I can do something for you, don't hesitate to call.
Yeah.
And
you call like, I'm busy.
No, and you never see him again. But it's the same thing. So this is what I think is really funny, is that they show up, all these people show up, they bring you flowers and little cards, and then they touch your baby like that. Oh, he's so cute. Or he's so ugly.
Like, as a mother, you're like, get off my baby. It's mine.
And then you go home. Well, you know what happens when you go home. You go home, normally...
Well, I was already home.
Well, normally...
Because I got the kids at home, in my own bed, in my own house. Oh, that's so crazy, you would say as Americans. Well, that's kind of normal here in the Netherlands. Normal, well, if you want to. And, yeah. Well, without any painkillers and stuff.
I don't care.
Just beating up the ones that were around you.
Listen, I'm telling you this. I'm saying, if you crazy, this is crazy. Now, there's no way that I had a hole in my arm and the guy says we have to operate and take this bullet out your arm and it's going to really hurt, or we could give you some drugs and you won't feel it. And I say, no, don't give me no damn drugs. I want to feel the pain. No way, Jose. Now, maybe that's the difference between men and women.
Yeah, I think women are. I mean, yeah, it's easy to get a. How do you call it?
What's an epidermis? I mean, no, that's the skin. What is called it?
Whatever. That you get a hit in your head, and you get, yeah.
No, well, hey.
No, but the part is, and as a mother, you recognize this, is you forget all the pain.
I don't care.
I don't remember. I knew it was.
But you know what?
It happened, but it's kind of like a movie,
and then
right?
the father standing on the sideline, watching this crazy woman, who should have took some medication.
Or they fainted.
Hey,
they faint. Like my brother-in-law, he just fainted.
He's just a knucklehead. He faints at his own blood. The funny part about this is that you really maybe should talk about this. Why would women choose that?
Well, I think if we were not built like that, if we were not able to not recognize or not remember it anymore, we wouldn't. If it's, I mean, my first one was really painful. It took him. He didn't want to come out, so it took me a long time. And with my daughter Rose, she just popped out, and that's how she is. Like, ta-da! Here I am in the world. She was even too early. The midwife wasn't even there. And but if you would remember all that pain, you would never do it again.
Now, let's equate this with going to the dentist. Back in the day, they used to just take a pair of pliers, give you a little whiskey, or knock you out.
Whiskey, but you cannot drink.
Or knock you out and pull your tooth out. I'm saying, but the thing is that now we have discovered Why it's so painful? Because your mouth is sensitive and it has a lot of nerves.
Yeah.
So now we've learned that all we have to do is deaden some of the senses, and then it's less painful.
Yeah.
And it's more easier for it. Imagine the dentist had to climb on top of you and 3 guys had to hold you down, pull your teeth out. And still you might shoot him after you pull your teeth out. So, it was a dangerous occupation. And the same thing with a woman. It's an unbearable, come on, you're talking about.
Well, I think looking
at
it.
8 centimeters, right? You got 8 centimeters and you got a big head like this. Come on. Now, and it doesn't just happen like, it's like a continuum of squeezing him out, and then he goes back in, and it usually squeeze him out, and then the head goes back in, squeeze him out. Nah, that
is painful.
Well, I say listen, I always say this: if you like it, I love it.
Well, I don't like it.
But then
it has to come out, right?
You got a choice to be in pain, or I always.
That part,
what I seen on television where there were some girls who were having a baby, and then they was like saying, "No, I want to do it naturally." If 20 minutes later, after the baby started coming, he said, "I want the drugs."
But would it actually affect? I mean, if you're breastfeeding, then the drugs are still in your body.
I don't care. The baby can have a little drug.
At least you'll sleep a little better. Because that's the part.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, he's gonna be
up whole
He's gonna be high as a kite because I gotta take some serious shit. Have my own little bag of drugs somewhere. Said that shit wasn't enough. While the doctor not looking, I'm taking some more drugs. Yeah. I tell you, I would. I'm not. Listen, I can take pain, but I don't need to take no unnecessary pain. I'm not trying to prove how tough I am. Women love to do that, so they got to say women are stronger than men. That's okay. I'm not gonna.
We are, huh?
I'm not gonna do that. No way. You can be the strongest. While you sit back, I'll be taking tranquilizers while you screaming. Okay, we got off track. Teaching is a natural thing. Holding it or just complain. Bitching makes you feel so good. Welcome to the neighborhood.